This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Rosensweig versus Rankin. You all have been together for 2 years. In fact, today is your 2-year anniversary. And where most people will be out celebrating their 2-year anniversary, Mr. Rosensweig, you have brought Miss Rankin here to court and are accusing her of cheating. Tell us why you've opened this case.
I've opened this case, Your Honor, because I've been with her for the last 2 years. Things ran very smooth in the beginning. We met at a party. It was a party of a mutual friend. We actually went to high school together, but we were in no classes together. The first year was real smooth, and then she picked up this new job as a dog trainer, and she was out of the house a lot, trying to build up this clientele.
And that's why you brought her to court on your anniversary?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what does that feel like for you to believe that this young lady that you love and you spent this time with is cheating on you?
I mean, it doesn't feel good. I've done a lot for her.
Okay.
I've been there for her through a lot of stuff. And it just feels like, she's taking advantage at this point.
All right, Ms. Rankin, why are you here?
I'm here to defend myself, to claim my innocence. He knows I'm not cheating. He's being ridiculous. This is our 2-year anniversary, and I'm here in court when I should be getting flowers and chocolate.
So what I'm hearing from you is not like, I feel sad, but you sound a little angry about all this.
I'm pissed, Your Honor.
So it's not just anger, you are beyond that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Your Honor.
So what was it like in the beginning with him?
And the beginning was great. He was the perfect boyfriend. I was at kind of a low point when I met him.
Okay.
And he brought me up, made me feel good about myself. And now I'm just over it because I've been having to defend myself way too much.
Wow. Okay. Woo. Things have made a real turn.
Mr. Rosensweig, she said in the beginning, you put the swag in Rosensweig.
Oh.
You were the man.
I like that.
What did you like about her when you first met her?
I liked her smile. She was very nice in the beginning, but
what went wrong? Because it sounds like things were going well. Where did the turn come?
I would say about 6 months ago when she started this new job.
This new job is something else. Tell me about this job.
She told me after the training was done that she'll be working from home and she'll be bringing the dogs home to train them there.
Okay.
The dogs will come by sometimes. Sometimes they're real terrible. They'll tear my shoes up. They'll do stuff like that. If I had known that I was gonna go through 3 pairs of Jordans a week with her dogs that she brings through the house, maybe I would have been a little less supportive or I would have been out in the beginning.
They obviously can tell something that I couldn't.
You're talking about the dogs?
Yeah.
So you think the dogs are chewing up his shoes because of how he is?
Yes.
All right, so tell me how this job has affected you. Why do you think that because of the job, there's been this turn in your relationship?
Okay, you wanna hear a story? We went to go get an oil change a few weeks ago.
Okay.
We sat there for like 4 hours and she just didn't speak to me. She was fully involved in the phone. I was asking her questions like, who are you texting, stuff like that, even though I don't like asking questions like this.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Anyway.
What made you think that she was texting somebody that you might be involved with? What was it about?
The way she looks at the phone. You can see the way she's laughing at certain things.
What does that look like? Show me what that looks like.
It's just a smile. Show us the smile, come on.
So she's texting and she just gets this look on her face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back around Labor Day, one of our sons was texting, and we were at a family gathering. He's off to the side, and he's just texting, and then he, texting again, and he had this look on his face, and I just very calmly asked him, "So what's her name?" He kind of dropped his head. He's like, "How do you know?" I said, "I know what that looks like."
It's the body language.
It's the body language. That's what you saw.
Yep. So we went back to the house. And her phone was dead and she needed a charger. She told me to go look through her purse. So I went to go look for the charger in her purse and I found 3 Magnum condoms where she hides her cards. And I took a picture just to have some proof.
Okay, do you have that?
I do have this.
Rob, would you please get the evidence, please?
All right, so you go in the other room.
Yes.
With the condoms and you confront her. What do you say?
I said, what are these? Where did these come from? And she told me that she had, stopped taking her pills and that she got these from the doctor. And I said, the doctor doesn't give away Magnum condoms, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, let me not to, get all in your business,
we'll
but
get there. we gotta find out.
We
right?
gotta find out. The question is, do you use Magnums?
No.
Honestly, we don't use condoms.
You don't use condoms?
Never.
Okay, so you're like, why do you have these if we don't use them?
Exactly.
And you're thinking if the condom don't fit.
Listen, I went to the doctor to start a new birth control. The first month doesn't work. And at the doctor, I grabbed a handful of condoms for us And I have friends that are very promiscuous that I grabbed them for also.
That sounds good,
It
right?
was very innocent. I think he's just not appreciating me enough. He's a leprechaun and I'm his pot of gold. So I think he should just...
So what kind of doctor's office is giving out Magnum condoms?
Yeah, they usually just have generic.
This was a very fancy doctor's office.
No doubt.
Clearly, yeah. And look, and not only did she grab some for herself, she's like, oh, she would want some, and
Yeah.
oh, I know she'd want some.
Because she's a giver.
Yeah, and I know she wants some. Excuse me, do you have a bag I can put these in so I can take them to all my friends? Really?
That's your story.
Yes, Your Honor.
You weren't using these condoms
No.
with someone else.
No.
All right, Mr. Rosensweig, why else do you think she's cheating?
We had this dog at the house, and this was probably the worst dog that she's trained so far. She told me that she was finally going to drop the dog back off with its owner, and she was going to collect her money. It was only going to take like a half hour. 2 hours go by, and I hadn't heard from her, and I was texting her, FaceTiming her, doing all that stuff. And she comes back, and she has no money.
Okay, Ms. Rankin, who'd you spend the money on?
I didn't spend the money. The owner of the dog I was training was one of my friends. I hadn't seen her for a while, so when I dropped the dog off, we were just catching up. My phone died. Literally, everything is innocent.
So
be
you're
honest.
saying that you went and you're saying it was a female friend. I
Yeah,
heard that.
yes.
So you were not there, you were not with another man is what you're saying.
No.
But
no.
you believe that she was.
It's always a female. She always say it's a dog trainer, it's always a girl. But when I see, I've seen over her shoulder at her phone before, and I see what she texts. And I've caught her, and she just lies. She just lies straight to your face. She'll start twirling her hair, and I catch her in everything.
You just twirling her hair. That's
Yeah.
her sign.
That's her
sign,
tail.
yeah, it's
That's her
tail.
tail.
See,
Yeah,
right there.
that's
She's
her tail.
like, well, she was giving us an example.
Those are her
And
things.
don't forget the classic, my phone died.
Yes, I heard that. I heard that.
No, she'll
You know,
keep her
phones
phone
die
on.
at the most inopportune times is always when the other person is looking for you.
And you gone, and you been gone, and you been gone longer than you said you're gonna be gone. That's when the phone dies.
That's when
Doesn't
the phone
anybody have a
dies.
charger in their car?
Nobody has a charger, nobody has an outlet, nobody has anything.
You know what she does is slick? She leaves the phone on. That way, like, the messages go through, and she can say, see, my phone didn't die one time.
He has my location on his phone. He tracks my location.
The problem is that when you're telling him, I'm gonna be gone for 30 minutes, and then you end up being gone for 2 hours. That's what
It's
raises
not-
the suspicion.
It's not my job to show him every paycheck I get.
But Ms. Rankin, think of it this way. What if he did that? What if he said, hey, I'm going somewhere, I'll be back in a half hour, and I'm going to pick up some money. He comes back 2 or 3 hours later, no explanation, no money. How would that make you feel?
She would snap.
Honestly,
Honestly.
it wouldn't bother me because I know he wouldn't
Yeah,
be getting
sounds
other
good.
girls.
Come on, Ms. Rankin.
Okay.
He looks like a kneecap with hair.
Yo.
He's not going to be getting other girls. I'm not worried about it.
He got
with
you?
hair.
Yeah.
Wait. You say he's not going to get any other girls. He got you?
I'm the best that he's ever got.
Well, you know, with that attitude, that might not necessarily hold out to be true. You know, he's accusing you of cheating.
Yes.
And if he finds out you're cheating, this relationship could be over.
Yes, Your Honor.
You realize that, right?
I do.
And then you'll be in the doghouse.
Have you caught her with any other issues with any other dogs?
Not any other dogs, but she did pick up this new job as a reptile assistant. Yeah, she's a snake handler now.
I like snakes.
Okay, all right.
I'm good with wrangling snakes.
I don't like snakes. So that's just a lot right
if I
there.
do that,
No, don't do that.
Don't do that?
Yeah, that's creeping me out, man.
So, Your Honor, she's supposed to be working 6 to 8 hours a week at this job.
okay.
Okay? The first day, she goes to work, and she's texting me, and she's telling me it's the worst job ever, and then all of a sudden, she just disappears. And I understand she would have to put the reptiles away
I'm
and go back to the
working.
person's house. And she says she's working,
Okay.
but where does she go for 3 hours when the phone's off and all this stuff? And
That's
Working.
where the questions are.
I was doing an educational program. I bring the reptiles to schools, birthday parties, and I give a whole program for little kids.
Is there any reason why you can't share with him what you're doing? Like, babe.
I told him I was going. He knows what I'm doing.
Well, clearly he
Well,
doesn't.
clearly it doesn't because
It's his insecurities.
in the beginning,
you say you're handling snakes and he thinks you're being a snake.
Wow. Wow, Mr. Cutler, you just went there.
Yeah.
Am I right?
that was
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one hurt a little bit.
Look, these are his allegations against you.
She's a snake. She is a snake.
It's very important for me, for Mr. Cutler to be happy. He knows who I'm with. He knows what I'm doing. He knows where I'm going. And that way he knows that I'm not handling snakes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and let's put it in your world, in your terms, because you say you're the best he's ever gonna do.
Yes.
And so if you're all that, then you should put his mind at ease and let him know that you're into him if you are. Do you love him?
Yes. Your Honor.
You care about him?
Yes.
Mr. Rosensweig, do you love her?
Yes.
You care about her?
Yes.
You want to be with her?
I would like to be, if she stopped being shady, it would be completely different.
Right.
So let me just say this, love. I think we have enough. And what we have is he believes that she's cheating because her attitude has changed since the dog training. He found condoms, a specific kind of condom in her purse, and they don't use condoms. And then he says his girlfriend is lying. He believes she's lying about the kind of snakes she's handling. She's out there handling snakes, but which one?
Right. And the text messages, the look she gets when she's secretly texting while they're together.
And because of that, he believes she's cheating, and if she's cheating, he's done.
Yeah, I'm out.
Right here on their 2-year anniversary, they're either up or down.
All right. Well, to get to the bottom of these cheating allegations, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf to determine, is she cheating? Mom, please escort Mr. Wolf into the courtroom. Good day, sir. How are you?
I'm wonderful, Your Honor. How about you?
Doing well. It's good to see you.
You too.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right. Would you state your credentials, please, for the record?
Yes, Your Honor. I am a forensic voice analyst, and I've been in law enforcement for more than 23 years.
All right. Explain to our litigants how forensic voice analysis works.
Forensic voice analysis works on the spoken word. When you speak, you have two frequencies in your voice, AM and FM. And when you tell a lie, the FM frequency goes away. It shows up a certain way on our computer, as you see here on the monitor. One of the things that we also do is we will ask a series of baseline questions to kind of get an idea of what someone is going to respond, or how they're going to respond, or even how they're going to do on the test.
Did you learn anything during your pretest with Ms. Rankin?
Yes, I did, Your Honor. Before I conducted the voice analysis, I asked Ms. Rankin how she would do on the test. Ms. Rankin replied, I plead the fifth.
Ms. Rankin,
Yes, Your Honor.
why did you plead the fifth?
I was really nervous. I've never taken anything like this before, and I don't know how much I trust the results.
You don't trust the results, or you don't trust yourself?
The results.
And you understand this is what they use in law enforcement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And this is a way that you all catch criminals.
Yes, ma'am.
So is there anything you need to tell him? Because we're going to get the results. And these results don't lie.
No, I
But
have
if
nothing
you-
to say.
You have nothing to say.
No.
All right. The results don't lie, but the question is, do you?
We'll find
Go.
out.
All right, Mr. Wolf?
No, you gonna find out. Let's be real clear.
Let's take a look at the first question you asked Ms. Rankin.
The day your boyfriend Matthew found condoms in your purse, did you buy those condoms to have sexual intercourse with another man?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The forensic voice analysis determined that she was being deceptive, Your Honor.
Like I said, you gonna find out.
I don't trust these results.
There's nothing to not trust, Kelly.
The only
You
reason
don't trust the results?
Go ahead, love.
We're in the same place.
I know.
We're
Just
the same
you do
place.
it. You do it.
You don't trust the results because you think something's wrong. You don't trust results because they found you out.
I think something's wrong. I've never cheated on him ever or planned on it.
All right. Let's take a look at the next question.
The day you say you worked a reptile assistant job, did you have sexual intercourse with another man?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that she was being deceptive again, Your Honor.
All right.
This is ridiculous.
It is. And I think you think it's ridiculous for one reason. I definitely think it's ridiculous for another one. Let's take a look at the final question.
Since the beginning of your relationship in October of 2016, have you had sexual intercourse with any man besides your boyfriend Matthew?
No.
What did the forensic analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that she was being deceptive, Your Honor.
No. I don't believe that. I'm done with this relationship.
That's the.
I'm pissed.
That's
I'm
the
pissed.
best you can do.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I don't
Well,
want
I'm
the
kinda
results.
done
I'm
with
kind
you.
of done. I'm kind of done.
Would you escort her out?
Yeah.
Since we both done.
I'm over this.
Mrs. Rosensweig,
Yeah.
I don't know how you
Sorry.
put up with that for as long as you have.
I'm done with it now.
Yeah, and you
she's sleeping in
deserve
the
better.
doghouse. She's gonna sleep in the doghouse.
And you kind of knew
I'm
it. You
good.
kind of knew in your heart.
Yeah, I know my gut. My gut's always. I have very strong intuition, and usually when I think something like this, I'm correct.
Well, let me just say this. You're a nice guy, and you seem like your heart's in the right place. You
appreciate
deserve a woman who's going to appreciate you for that, who's not going to call you
Thank you.
a kneecap with hair. You deserve better than that. You all are a couple living together. You've been together for about 2 years, and you thought you had met the man of your dreams. But you don't think that right now. Miss Dickerson, can you tell us why you opened this case?
Your Honor, I'm here today because I'm in love with Andre, and I just think that he's the perfect guy. Everything that I've dreamed of, everything that I prayed about in a man, he's in front of me. And
Okay.
things changed, and I just want to know if he's doing something because I don't want to waste my time.
And you believe what's going on is some cheating.
Yes, I do.
All right.
Mr. Manuel, that was a great build-up. She said you're the man of her dreams and everything she's ever looked for in a man, and everything else is just that one piece she's concerned about.
Just that one little piece, Mr. Cutler.
Just that one little piece.
She's worried you're cheating.
No, Your Honor, I'm not cheating. I love this girl. Like, when I met her, I knew she was the one. She's the love of my life. I'm not cheating. I'm here to prove that today.
All right. How did you two meet?
I'm a bartender, and he's one of my regulars. He used to come there all the time. And, you know, I knew that he had a crush on me. He liked me, and he wanted to take me out based on the conversation. And what I love to eat and everything that I like, because I love to eat. The first time I went to his house, he literally had everything that I loved in his refrigerator.
What?
So I was just like,
How about that?
All right. Mr. Manuel did everything by the manual.
Sometimes I can't save you all from him. He's just going to
I mean, he just laid it out there. Boom, 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 boom.
waste no time. It sounds like a fairy tale. You met
Yes.
your dream guy, but for some reason we're here because of a nightmare. Tell me why we are here.
so let's talk about the woman answering the phone in his hotel room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this in particular time, you know, I called him, he didn't answer the phone, and I'm like, dang, like, okay, like, that's not normal, that's very strange. So I was like, okay, well, let me just call the hotel and get the hotel room and call his room phone. So when I called, a woman answered the phone. And I was confused and my heart dropped. And I was just like, is Andre there? Mr. Manuel, to sound like I was the lady at the front desk. And it got real silent. He snatched the phone. And once he heard that it was my voice, he hung up. So, yeah.
And then she said hello, and he was like, oops.
Click.
Okay.
He didn't say it, but that was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is bad.
So literally 5 minutes later, I get a phone call. He FaceTimed me. He's downstairs in the lobby out of breath. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, who is that? Why is there a woman answering the phone? And he was like, it was housekeeping. I said, what is she keeping? Like, why? Like, what is she on, you know, why is she picking up your room phone? And he was like, no, 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 no. And I was like, okay, well, go to your room right now. Let me see.
All right, so Mr. Manuel, who was the woman in your room?
Housekeeping. I had called downstairs for some towels. So she brought some towels up, and then I was over there at the desk. I was doing something, and just so happened when she came, the phone rung. And I asked her, can she pick it up? Because I was doing something. She picked it up, and it was Alex on the phone. I guess she said she was the front desk. So I got on the phone, and she was doing a little bit more than what she said. She was cursing me out, who is blah, blah. And
Who the
I'm
black
like,
is that answering your phone and all that?
right.
Okay.
And she was very loud. So it's kind of embarrassing in front of the housekeeping because, like I say, I was doing nothing in there, but it was kind of embarrassing. So I hung up the phone, and I went downstairs. I immediately called her back on my cell phone. So, but there was nothing going on in the room. It was housekeeping.
I have stayed at a lot of hotels, and never have I had housekeeping
Answer the phone.
answer the phone. They
Never.
usually don't even come in the room. If you call for towels, they knock on the door and say, here.
But if he's doing something and the housekeeping, come in. If you tell him to come in, they'll come in. If he's doing something, like, set him right there. At that point, the phone rings. He's like, can you grab that?
That's right, Your Honor.
Yeah, is that what happened?
That's right, yep, yes.
Why are you looking at me like I stepped off of a plane from another planet?
Because I think you stepped off a plane from another planet. Cutler, come on, man. I know you're trying to help Mr. Manuel.
I'm trying to be objective. I'm not helping either side. I'm trying to be objective. I'm trying to give a reasonable explanation for something that happened.
I find it objectionable. That you're being objective.
I don't like that.
All right, so you have the hotel situation.
Yes.
Are there any other situations that make you go?
Yes. There was another situation with the lipstick on the hotel stationery. Yeah.
So lipstick on the hotel stationery.
Yeah. I have proof. I have evidence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened, and then we'll get the proof.
Okay. So we live together, and normally I always take his clothes to the cleaners because he's busy because it's his work schedule.
Yeah.
And so this in particular time, after the hotel phone situation with this lady, I was like, let me go through his pocket. Because I've never been the person to invade privacy or anything. And so when I went through his back pocket, I opened up a love note with a woman's lips and her room number on there. Yeah.
Okay, and you brought that with you today?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Ron, would you grab that for us, please?
Yes, Sean.
Well, there it is.
There it is. Room 603,
Sealed with the kiss. Well, they got some hellacious housekeepers at this hotel.
Full service housekeeping.
I need to get the name so you never ever go there.
You don't want them to answer my phone?
No, that'd be a problem.
Okay.
Who is in room 603 that's leaving you kisses?
I have no idea.
Do you remember getting this note?
Yes, I do. I was downstairs at the bar, and there was a bunch of females sitting down there. It was a lady sitting across from me who had gave the bartender that note.
Oh.
And when she gave it to me, I didn't want to be rude and just throw it away right then and
When
there.
the bartender gave it to you?
Yes.
Okay.
And she was right there across from me, so I didn't want to be rude and just throw it away, so I put it in my pocket.
This was not the lady who answered the phone, was it?
No.
All right.
So once you put it in your pocket, you didn't even think about it anymore
Right,
until...
I forgot about it. I intended to take it out and throw it away, but I forgot about it.
Please tell me this is the only thing you found.
No.
What else you got?
So I decided to drive Andre's car to go to my favorite restaurant to get something to eat. And I seen a lease with his name and a woman's name on it.
A lease?
Yes.
For what?
Apartment. So.
Did you know that you were moving?
No.
Did you know that you were moving in with another woman?
No.
So this was a surprise lease.
Yes. So literally when I read it, I was like, wait a minute, like, let me look at this. And so I pulled over and I was like, okay, this address seems like the address where we live. So it's literally 5 minutes away from where we stay.
All right, now you submitted that lease to the court, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look at that. It says basic rental agreement or residential lease, the owner and the tenant. This is the person who is supposed to be living there, Andre Manuel.
And he's the owner, not the co-signer.
Yeah.
And then the occupants who's going to be occupying the apartment is Kashana Burton. So, Mr. Manuel, who is Kashana Burton and why is she going to be occupying an apartment that you are the tenant on?
I was helping a friend out. And she needed someone to co-sign, like she needed someone to help her get an apartment. I've been knowing her for like 5 years. There's nothing going on between us.
Okay, but you say co-sign. This shows you as a tenant.
Right.
Andre Manuel, her name's not shown as a tenant. It just shows her as the occupant.
Right, well, her credit wasn't good enough to get the apartment, so I was doing a friend a favor and helping her out and getting the apartment.
So is there anything going on with you and this woman?
No, she's just a friend.
Are you providing housekeeping services?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Dickerson, you clearly think that there is something else going on for him to take this lease on with Miss Burton.
Yeah. I just want my peace again.
Tell him what those tears represent.
Pain, deceit.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not cheating. You know that. You know I love you.
And when you see it in black and white like this,
It hurts. Especially like when you meet somebody and they sweep you off your feet and they're everything that you've ever desired. And for them to do this, it's like, why?
and so he's told you, he's given you an explanation for it. He's told you his side of the story. You don't believe it.
No.
And you really think that he's cheating with the woman on this lease. Well, there's your side, there's your boyfriend's side, and there's that woman on the lease's side. She's here. Ron, bring her in, please.
Would you state your name, please, for the record?
Kashana Burton.
And Ms. Burton, what is the nature of your relationship with Mr. Manuel?
Me and Andre have been friends for about 5 years. We met in a gym, and we're just friends. That's like a brother to me.
Were you aware that he was in a relationship with Miss Dickerson?
No, I was not. I was not.
But you all have been friends for 5 years.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was dating someone else. I've met all his serious girlfriends and women that he's, dealt with, and I didn't know that he was dating her.
So you didn't even know that they were living together?
No.
So when you asked him to help you on this lease, you didn't know there was another girlfriend?
Absolutely not. No, but I wouldn't think that it would be an issue, but no, I did not. I never heard of her.
Why didn't Miss Burton know that Miss Dickerson existed in your life?
Well, I don't know all Alex's friends neither. But like I say, it's nothing going on between me and her. So it wasn't like I was hiding it. It just never came upon it as of yet.
Why did Miss Burton think you were dating somebody altogether different?
Well, she's speaking of previous girlfriends before Alex, which was years ago.
So is your testimony to this court today that you are not cheating on Miss Dickerson?
I'm not cheating on Miss Dickerson. I love her.
Okay. Well, I think we've heard enough testimony. I think we've got a good picture of what's going on here. We've got the fact that a woman answered his hotel room phone. We've got the Post-it note with the lipstick and the room number on it. And we got the fact that Mr. Manuel has signed a lease for Ms. Burton. And he's never even talked to Ms. Burton about the fact that he's in a relationship with Ms. Dickerson. And for all these reasons, Ms. Dickerson is sure that he's cheating. And if he is cheating, what's next?
I'm gonna have to put on my big girl panties and just leave. Like, I don't deserve that.
This court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call Kendall Schul, licensed and certified polygraph examiner, to determine, is he cheating? Rob, within 40 minutes.
Kendall Schul.
How are you, Mr. Schul?
Great, Your Honor. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm doing great. We need your help today. Could you share with this couple your credentials?
I spent almost 30 years with the FBI in Washington, D.C. During that time, I completed a master's degree in polygraph. I think I'm the only person in the world that has one. And when I retired, I moved to Knoxville, Tennessee, where I opened up my own polygraph and private investigating business.
All right. You conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. Manuel.
I did, Your Honor.
And you asked him a series of questions.
I did.
You asked him, have you had sexual intercourse with Miss Burton, the woman listed on the lease Miss Dickerson found in your glove compartment? What was his response?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
You asked Mr. Manuel, the day Ms. Dickerson called your hotel room and a woman answered your phone, did you have sexual intercourse with that woman? What was his response?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
Mr. Manuel, who was it that answered the phone? Couldn't have been housekeeping.
Well, it could have been.
I guess it could have been. So did you have sexual intercourse with the housekeeper?
No, I didn't.
You asked Mr. Manuel, during your 2-year relationship with Ms. Dickerson, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman other than Ms. Dickerson? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
If not the housekeeper, who else have you had sexual intercourse with during the time that you've been involved with Ms. Dickerson?
No one.
Okay. Well, Ms. Dickerson, you came here to get some answers. You came here to find out what was going on, and you've gotten your answers. What do you want to do with this relationship?
It's over. It's over. You can have your friend.
Miss Dickerson, I am sorry. And even though this dream has become a nightmare, you can wake up. And when you wake up, you get up. And when you get up, you move on. But this ain't the end. This is just the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right, so you're gonna be okay.
Thank you.